Hey guys, welcome to my channel and I'm back again with another really interesting video guys. In this video, we are going to learn some must know prompt engineering patterns that we can use to interact with a large language model and make sure that our AI model gives us the best responses that we all deserve. So I know you guys are excited for this. I'm excited as well. Let's get started. So first of all guys, before I get started with the engineering patterns, we need to also know what is a prompt and what is prompt engineering. So guys, prompt is nothing but the query that you paste in this text box right here in the chatgpt user interface, and this query is basically asking AI some type of question. Now that question could be like generate a recipe for a coffee, or that question could be like summarize this text for me. It could be anything. And then what is a prompt engineering pattern, guys? Prompt engineering pattern is basically design that query in such a way so that you can get the best response out of your large language model. So now you guys might think that isn't AI intelligent enough to do it on your own? So I would say that AI models are still evolving, and still humans are much more smarter than AI. So you can use some sort of engineering or some sort of manipulation to your queries, which can make AI give you different and better responses than the ones if you have given it like a very simple and non engineered question. Okay, so that's why these patterns are very handy and very easy to implement as well. Okay, let's start with the first pattern. So guys, the first pattern that we are going to see is the person pattern, which means simply act as a person and perform this task. Okay, so let's say if I want to say like act as a, so you see, ChatGPT has recently revamped this interface and they have already giving suggestions as well. So all I wrote was act as a, and it gives me act as a motivational speaker and inspire me for the day, act as a detective solving a mysterious case, act as a tour guide describing a famous landmark. So what you can do is give it any persona, give it any personality, that you are a software developer and you have to write this code for me. You are a teacher and you have to create this curriculum for me. So you can give it a personality, an occupation or a profession, and AI will give you all its responses thinking that it is that person. And by that means it's going to give you better responses, and it's going to be much more efficient, right? So if you click on any one of these, you can see that it does start to generate all the details for you. So it is becoming a motivational speaker and it is giving me some inspiring quotes. Okay, so that is one design pattern, which is your personality pattern. Now, the second pattern that I would say is the audience pattern. So, for example, that you can say this to ChatGPT or any large language model, that assume that I, the user, is a child, and if I'm a child, can you explain me artificial intelligence, or can you explain me quantum computing, right? So, for example, explain quantum computing, assuming I am a toddler. you know so you have to explain certain thing, assuming that I am a toddler, assuming I am a certain different type of person. So you can see that it is already addressing me as a little buddy, thinking that I'm super super small, and it is giving me examples which are easy to understand. Like for example, it is saying quantum computers are like superheroes because kids understand superheroes. Okay, so that is the audience persona pattern. Okay, where you are assuming yourself as a different personality. Okay, the next pattern I would like to say is the flipped interaction pattern. Okay, so for example, if you want to make chat gpt ask you questions. So for example, if I just write here ask me, so let's say ask me about cooking, right? So ask me 50 cooking recipes, 50 cooking recipes in a better way, whatever, right? So it is now asking me some creative ways to give 50 recipes, right? So it's saying that thing that I want to, let's say, improve. Let's say you are going for an interview, right? You're going for a chef interview. So you want to practice that type of question answer, right? So you can make sure that ChatGPT becomes your interviewer and now it is asking you question. So that is the flipped interaction pattern where the large language model is asking you questions, so you can prepare for an interview or you can be, just well prepared for anything else that you want to do. Okay. Next type of pattern is the suggestion pattern or the question refinement pattern. So, for example, whenever you want to ask a question, you want a better question instead. So, let's say if you wanna ask, if you are the interviewer, right? So, let's say I am the interviewer and I am trying to interview a person. Now, you want to ask them better questions as well, right? So let's say you are a psychologist, right? And you are taking the interview for a research scholar, so you can ask this chat gpt that whenever I ask a question about psychology, suggest a better question. Okay, now chat gpt knows this thing, and now you can give it some question. Okay, for example, who was tell me about child psychology, right? So now this is my question, so it is going to give me a better version of that question. So now if I am going to interview the person, I have a better way of asking questions. Okay, now the next pattern is the fact check pattern. Okay, the fact check pattern basically means that you want to not only summarize the data, you not only want to generate a set of data for your question, you also want to summarize it a bit. Okay, so let's say you are creating a youtube video. Okay, and in youtube video usually what we do is we create a description. Right now you have talked a lot through your youtube video, but what you want is just a listed bullet list of facts that you actually placed in your youtube video. You want to basically key facts that you mentioned in your video listed together in a summarized manner. If you want to do that, you can actually use a fact checklist pattern. Okay, so for example, something like this, and you can change this. So he says after you generate a news article summary, so I can change this after you generate a youtube description, compile a list of key facts, insert that key fact at the end of the summary, and include the main point that would affect the overall understanding of the video. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna take my youtube description and then it is going to give all that listed facts to me. Okay, so you can see that it's already prepared for that, and all I just need to do is give it my youtube description. It's going to summarize it, it's going to generate a list of facts, and it's going to give me the answer. Okay, now the next pattern that we are going to do is the filter pattern. Okay, so for example, you have got a bunch of data with you. Okay, you have got a lot of data, a lot of news that you have, a lot of things that you have, right? So what you want to do is you just want to filter that out, right? So let's say this is a whole paragraph about a AI design pattern. Okay, you don't have to read through it, but this is a whole paragraph about AI design pattern. And what I want to just say here is that filter the key facts or filter the design pattern name out of this paragraph. Okay, mind my spelling. And you can see that this is going to act as a filter pattern here, and it clearly gives me the design pattern name out of the whole lot of paragraph that I just gave into. So that's the filter pattern. Now remember, there is some sort of uh, some sort of integration between or relationship between all these patterns, right? For example, in the In the previous pattern, we were trying to summarize a whole lot of text, and in this pattern we are trying to filter out a text. So we don't want certain amount of data, we just want to throw it all away. We only want a specific thing, and that's what we are getting in my answer. And then the previous one, you want all the data but in a summarized manner. Okay, now another type of pattern that we want to say is the meta language creation pattern. Okay, so for example, you want to make your customized chat GPT. Let you want to say, whenever I say day, you say night. Okay, whenever I say give me a password, you give me the same password every time. Or whenever I say something, you do something. So this is like making your ChatGPT your own robot and making sure that it is doing certain thing according to the ask that you have. Okay, so let's say whenever I say day, you say night. Okay, you say night. So let's say this is my thing, right? So now I say day here, and it's gonna say night. So this is the meta language creation pattern where you say something that you have to do this whenever I do this. So then it becomes your custom sort of chatbot. Okay. So guys, these are certain important prompt engineering techniques that I wanted to show you. I actually took this through some Medium articles that I'm gonna place in the description as well, so you can definitely refer them. And in the end, guys, if you do like this video, please hit the like on this video, share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback for me, please do write down in the comment section below. I will be really happy to address them. And in the end, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming, coding related video, AI related videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you.